Hi, and welcome to Commander 99000's guide on power play and gaining merits. So what you're going to want to do is go to the left-hand console, scroll to the navigation tab, and click Galactic Powers. From there, you're going to want to click on the right-hand tile. That's where you're going to actually join your faction and everything. In this case, we're doing Aisling Duval. So you want to click where it says Lead Power to join power. So you make sure you're on the overview tab, and then basically look at the allegiance. You'll notice in this case we're Empire. So from there, go ahead and click back. And so what you want to do is find someone. Go ahead and click on the Galactic Power Standing middle tile, and you're going to want to find someone of the opposing faction. So we're Empire, and you'll notice Zemel Torval is also Empire, and basically anyone Empire is going to be blue. Show up as blue. Anyone in the Federation, our opposing faction, will show up as red. So, for example, Zachary Hudson, red. Felicia Winters, red, because they're both Federation, whereas we're Empire. So you'll click on one of them. Go ahead and click. In this case, we clicked on Zachary Hudson. Go ahead and click the Control tab, and then you're going to want to click on one of the systems, um, or one of these system alerts. And basically, you'll notice they're all kind of the same. It really doesn't matter too much. You're just going to be looking to see which system is closest to you. Um, but that's pretty much all you're going to be looking for in this particular instance. Since all we're looking for is to gather merits. We don't care about any other power play stuff. If you're looking for any other power play stuff, there's other guides out there for that. So from there, you're going to look at undermine task security garrison. So it says, so basically you're looking to do take down federal logistic vessels in the system, and then you're going to hand those in. So just remember that federal logistic vessels in this particular case for this guy. Um, One thing, let me see. Oh yeah. So once you figure out which system is closest, go ahead and just click View on Map, um, and then you can just plot your nav course there. I've already plotted my nav course, so that's a quick way to find a close system that's under his control. Um, it doesn't have to be that way. You can kind of pick and choose what you want to do, but in this case, I'm picking him. Um, but basically, you just want to. That's how you're going to find who you're actually going to be fighting against and the system where you're going to be fighting in. There may be other ways to find it. There may be better ways to find it. That's the way I found is to basically just go in there, take a look, and figure out which systems is under the opposing faction control that you want to target, and just make sure if your Federation targets someone from the Empire, if your Empire targets someone from the Federation. I'm not too sure about the other factions. I noticed one was green, there was a couple orange, so I'm not too sure as far as them how that part works. You may have to look up that further, um, but we're really only interested in uh, uh, Aisling Duval. Basically, we're just trying to get our prismatic shields. So basically, just jump to that system. Once you're in that system, then what you're going to do is basically just kind of look around in the contacts tab um, on your left hand console, and you're just going to kind of like float around and try to find contacts. Now, because this person that we're going against, in order to get merits, it says that we need federal logistic vessels. That means we're going to need to find someone that says federal logistic on them. So you can see this is federal agent. That's not what we're looking for. Now, when you initially target them, you're not going to see what they are. You're going to see like the type of ship. But you're not going to see whether they're federal agent, federal logistic, or whatever. You're just going to see the type of ship. Once you scan them briefly, it'll then pop up as federal agent, system authority vessel, That's not one we want. So you'll see, like, you can see the type Viper Mark III. Once we scan it, it'll turn into a different type of vessel. So it'll say either Federal Agent, Federal Logistic, maybe something else. Um, but we just need to briefly scan it to determine what it is. So you can see that you scanned it, and it went right under Viper Mark III. It says System Authority Vessel, um, hauler. So generally, logistic vessels are going to be trade ships. So it's not always guaranteed, but generally, you have a very good chance of finding federal logistics as trade ships. So in this case, I saw a trade ship, scanned it, and it went and immediately became federal logistics. Um, Also, once you've scanned it, your main HUD will also say federal logistics under the how far away it is. It says, you can see it says federal logistics underneath the hauler in the bottom left. It says hauler and it says federal logistics. So as long as you see federal logistics or whatever type you're currently hunting, that's what you're looking for. Once you found it, go ahead and interdict, get behind it, and then once you're in range, go ahead and interdict it and destroy it. So I'm just chasing after it, trying to find it, or trying to chase it. I've actually only done a couple interdictions before, so this is pretty new to me. You can see here I had 600 merits already. I kind of did some back and forth before I figured this out. So if you kill any other ship that's not Federal Logistics or whatever ship type that you're going after, you won't get any merits. So I'm interdicting them. The other thing to be aware of too is when you do kill them, normally when you kill these ships, you'll be wanted in the system. So basically, you'll get bounties on your head and you'll be wanted. So you'll need to dock at another station outside of the system if you need to, and just avoid the system for a while. Um, one, yeah, so you can see Federal Logistics. Now, you're going to notice when I kill this ship, I'm not going to get a bounty. Now, the reason for that is if you look at it, it says lawless in the bottom left. So because he's lawless, which basically, if we're either in a lawless system or we're in an anarchy system, which is we're in an anarchy system in this case, that means you won't actually gain a bounty. So if you are interested in not gaining a bounty, make sure you try kind of pick a system that has anarchy or is in a lawless state. That's also controlled by the faction that you're trying to hunt down. So you can use EDDB to website to try and find all those things. I'm not sure how to exactly look at that. So you can see here, you get 30 merits for killing, interdicting, and killing the Federal Logistic Vessel. So now I'm looking for another Federal Logistic Vessel. I'm going to scan. I'm going to be looking primarily for combat ships, but yeah, so you can see this guy is under Guile Thomas. That's not Federal Agent or Federal Logistics, so that's something completely separate. There's a Federal Agent, not what I'm looking for. Um, in general, Federal Logistic is going to be a cargo ship, but it's not 100% certain. And it could be that you're scanning some ships that are combat that look like they're combat, and they may be part of a wing that's guarding an actual cargo ship. They may just be a cargo ship themselves or be doing cargo runs themselves. Um, Basically, you'll want to scan everyone briefly to figure out what they are. So I see an Anaconda, probably a federal agent or system authority ship, but we'll scan it and see. And yeah, it's cybersecurity. So yeah, not what we're looking for. And someone's interdicting me. So I'm just getting out of that since I don't really need to kill whoever's interdicting me probably. So I'm just kind of looking around, seeing some authority. Adder, maybe. Probably not, but you never know. Nope. Eiling Garland. Or Eiling Guardian or something. So not what we're looking for. So we're just trying to find a cargo ship or something that has federal logistics. And again, if you're looking for what, oh, we found one. So here we had a Cobra, and it is part of a federal logistics. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and interdict the Cobra, or try to. It's actually pretty far out there. Yeah, he disappeared. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can find someone else. Yeah, so you may be sometimes you may get a wing, so you'll see like combat ships that are federal logistics. So see, we found another sidewinder. So we're interdicting him, and he's part of a wing. So he's probably an escort for a cargo ship, most likely. And if they are part of a wing, just be aware you will get 30 credits per ship. So it's not going to be 30 credits for the entire wing. It's 30 credits per ship in the wing. So in this case, it's a wing of 3. I'll get 30 plus 30 plus 30. So that's 90 credits total, which is pretty nice. So when you do interdict them, if you're in a larger ship, it makes it easier to make sure that they can't frame shift drive away. So pretty much just kill them all. But yeah, so you want to make sure that what in my case I'm doing federal logistics. So if you're trying to get prismatic shields and you're aligning with um, Aisling Duval, make sure that you're going. In this case, we're going after I forget what his name is, but we're going after him. So we're getting federal logistic vessels. Just make sure you check that one tab against whoever you're going after to find out what ship type you need to go after. So in this case, it's federal logistics. A different, it's going to be the same for all their systems, but once you go click a different person, it'll be a different type of ship. So someone else might have, for example, another faction. You might have to sit there and target their um, combat ships as opposed to their cargo ships. But yeah, basically you get 30 credits per kill. So once you actually do it, it's actually figure out where you're going to go, get there, and actually just start doing it. It's not too shabby, so it doesn't take too long. Because in this case, you only actually need 750 merits in order to get the shields. Yeah, he's trying to run away, and I'm like, nope. Yeah, if you're curious why I'm able to go so fast, it's because I have my thrusters engineered. I think dirty thrusters, so that I can go extremely quickly. So you can see I'm one away from getting the 750. Um, I'm only 30 credits away or 30 merits away, so I just need one more ship kill. So we're gonna try one more, find one more thing. So you can see I found a Federaiton, so it says Federaiton, and then as soon as I scan it, it'll show up whether it's the ship type I need or not. So it is Kaz. So not what I'm looking for. Check the Eagle, see if he's part of a wing. He is not. He's part of Christian Bieber or Bieber. So I'm just kind of floating around, waiting for someone to pop up. And we got a Type 9, so most likely this Type 9 is going to be Federal Logistic. So go ahead, try and get behind him, get my interdiction, FSD interdictor or whatever, and interdict him and then blow him out of the sky. And again, so if you don't want any bounties, just make sure you go ahead and pick an anarchy system or a lawless system, and you won't get any bounties when you kill them. Yeah, I'm primarily doing this as a guide for how to get Aisling Duval, get the merits for that because I couldn't find anything that was very comprehensive on just getting merits very quickly. It all seemed overly complex, so no one really explained how to find the system or how to like what targets to actually kill in the system once you're there and all that stuff. So I got my last 30 merits. So at this point, um, I'm good to go. Um, so I've got the 750 merits I need to get rank 3 to get the shield. So from here, I'm going to basically go find that. So again, just basically look at the. So you can see here, I need rank 3 or rating 3. It's unlocked at 750 merits in order to get this prismatic shields. So and here you can see that this is a anarchy system. You'll see government type is listed as anarchy. So just filter by government type, and you'll be able to find anarchy systems. I'll be honest, I'm not really too sure how to do filtering and all that stuff within the galaxy map. I would probably use EDDB just to find someone under Zachary Hudson and then filter that by anarchy and lawless to see what systems Zachary Hudson controls that it's under anarchy and lawless. I'm not too sure how to read the map inside the game in that regard. So if you can figure that out, then use that. Otherwise, I'd recommend using the EDDB website. and just filter by Zachary Hudson or whoever you're targeting, and then Anarchy and Lawless if you're interested in that. Otherwise, just pick the closest system, um, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, I was like, how do I find this? It's a big mess of confusion. So once you do get your merits, though, from there you're gonna want to head out to a system controlled by your one of your faction, whoever your faction is. So in this case, it's gonna be Aisling Duval, um, and easy. There may be a way to find it the closest system, but honestly, the easiest way to do that, in my opinion, is just go to the Galaxy. Um, just go to click Aisling Duval under Galactic Powers and find a system that's close there, and then just literally fly to that system. So you can see that there's a bunch of systems relatively close to me right now. So basically, you just kind of pick one that's close or the closest, and you go to that system and land there, and you're going to turn your merits in there. So just kind of pick one randomly, and then click View on Map in order to find the system, and go to the system. I've already got one targeted, so I don't really have to worry. But just click View on Map, and then you're just going to click on the system and go to that system. So that's a quick way to find a system. So you can see I've already got a system. I don't think all the systems are listed there under her tab. I'm not sure why, but I found that system originally there, and now I'm not finding it again. So, um, I mean, you can probably use like ADDB, or you just use this quickly. It shouldn't matter too much. Generally, they're all clumped together. So once you do that, just go ahead and go to the system for your faction. In my case, Aisling Duval. And in this case, it's going to be a pretty far travel time. So, I mean, I'm one jump away, but it's about 7,000 light seconds away from the station, I believe. So, or 9,000 light seconds away. Yeah. Yep. So just make sure if you're Federation, pick someone from the opposing faction that's Empire. If you're Empire, pick someone from the opposing faction that's Federation. I'm not too sure in terms of the remaining people within the Galactic Power Standing tab. Um, but yeah, if you're Empire, um, go ahead and pick someone from the Federation. If you're Federation, pick someone from the Empire, and then just target them and go to their control tab and pick one of their systems. Just pick the closest one, go to it, and do that. And again, this video is not meant for any of the other power play mechanics. This is solely to get enough merits to get your ranking up. And that's it. If you're interested in other mechanics, this video is not for you. This is solely to work on getting merits. So there may be other better ways to get merits. This is just the combat related way. So here I've landed in the system. Um, so I've got my 750 power play merits that I'm going to turn in. So you just go ahead and go to the contacts tab, um, And then once you click on Contacts tab, you're going to go to the Power Play, or yeah, Power Contact. So I'll just check and see if I could turn anything else in. So go ahead and click Power Contacts, and then you're just going to redeem all applicable vouchers. So you have all this other stuff, which is the other power play mechanics. We're not interested in that, so just go ahead, redeem all applicable vouchers to get your 750 merits, and then you get a little bit of credits apparently. And then basically from there, you go ahead and check your galactic. You can see that it's not there anymore, so go ahead and check your Galactic Power Standing. Click Aisling Duval. And basically, this whole process, if you're looking to get the shields, you'll want to do this whole process within on the third week. So third week, basically, before you get the fourth week comes up, you'll want to go ahead and do this so that you can have your 750 merits that will carry over to next week. That way, next week you'll have 750 merits listed, and then you'll be able. So you can see I'm time pledged 3 weeks, 1 day. So at next week, when the fourth week hits, I'll have 750 merits, and I will be able to get the shields for all of my ships, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cancel out of being pledged to her. Because there's not much point other than, for me anyways, there's not much point. So that's basically it. I hope you found this guide useful. If you're looking for a guide as far as getting your prismatic shields quickly and don't really care about power play itself. So if you care about power play itself, definitely look for another guide. There's plenty of other ones out there that are extremely confusing in my opinion. I was never interested, so just go ahead and yeah, have a great day. So hope you found this useful, and good luck with your shields or whatever you were farming.